Hey yo, football fans, it's another great year. Fantasy football fiends, grab your beer. Giving you the best draft tips for all your picks. Starts and sits to the waiver wire fix. From my drafts galore to stats that's hardcore. Triple F does it all, have y'all screaming more. So sit back, relax, let the experts prevail. JT Magnum, Siggy guns never fail. What is up, fantasy football fans? My name is JT Magnum. Welcome to week 7 of your sleepers edition of Fantasy Football Fiends. And we got a lot of people. We got a lot of people going today. It's basically sleepers is just an extension of stardoms. I mean, it's like another stardom situm show with minus the situms. Cuz you're just taking guys that you feel that are on the fence, on the borderline, on the border of, should I start them? Should I not? What should I do here? I have this person going against this person. I really like that matchup. Should I start this guy instead? Well, hopefully these guys that I explain to you will help you out, because that's what fantasy football is about. We're about helping people, dang it. So let's get into it. The quarterbacks. I have Jameis Winston, Brian Hoyer, and Joe Flacco. Brian Hoyer has been lights out since he's come on the Bears. He's been scoring points rapidly. But I'll talk about Flacco. He's going against the Jets. The Jets secondary has been just horrific. I mean, even with Revis on the team, and they're still just giving up constant points here and there. And they just, I don't know what's going on with them, but they're just not playing solid football in the secondary. Their defensive line is amazing, but they're just not playing good football in the back end. The linebackers are hurt, and they're just not, they're giving up points. So I really like Flacco, especially if they blitz, and the Jets do blitz a lot because that's Todd Bowles' scheme. He loves to blitz. So with Joe Flacco is excellent against the blitz, loves to throw deep, and you're gonna see a lot. You're gonna see a lot of deep bombs. You're gonna see a bunch of them this week, especially with Mike Wallace. I really like Joe Flacco against the Jets. Running backs, I have Devontae Booker, Frank Gore, and Dwayne Washington going against the Redskins, and I'll talk about Dwayne Washington. Hopefully he plays. I mean, from what I hear, he's playing. Theo Riddick might not play again, so that gives him and Zach Zenner. The fact that I'm even saying Zenner is just ridiculous. Or Zach Denner, I don't even remember his name. That's how bad it is for the Detroit Lions right now at their running back position. Dwayne Washington, though, I do like if he does start and play, going against the Redskins defense that's given up a pretty good chunk of yardage on the ground. Wide receivers, I have Sterling Shepard, Pierre Garçon, and Justin Hunter. And Justin Hunter's going against the Dolphins. I'll talk about him. 6'4", solid receiver for the Titans when he was on there. Granted, they did let him go, whatever, but the Bills picked him up. He scored two touchdowns in 2 games since he's been picked up by the Bills. He's only getting better. He's getting more acclimated with the offense, so I've read on their website and on some other Bills websites. And he's starting to be utilized more and more. And when you start to hear that, especially with Sammy Watkins gone and they have Robert Woods as their only pretty much target besides Marquise Goodwin, Justin Hunter's a viable option on the outside when you have Goodwin or Robert Woods on the inside playing in the slot. So red zone targets at 6'4", it's going to get you touchdowns. And that's why I like Justin Hunter this week going against the Miami secondary that's given up, I think, the 5th or 6th most fantasy points to wide receivers. So, I mean, it's a good sleeper pick if you have like somebody like, Des Bryant hurt, or some people like banged up, or somebody on bye week and you need to pick up somebody desperately. Justin Hunter's a good pickup. Tight ends, I have Charles Clay, Jesse James, and Jacob Tamme, and I'll talk about Jesse James going against the New England Patriots. The Patriots have actually given up pretty high points to tight ends this year. They've been solid pretty much on defense for the most part, but they do give up some good points to tight ends. And of course, Landry Jones is playing, not Ben Roethlisberger. So usually when you have backup quarterbacks, you're going to get, running backs touching the ball a lot. You're going to get a lot of tight ends touching the ball a lot. Not necessarily wide receivers as much, although I'm sure they're going to try to get Antonio Brown going. But you're going to see a lot more dump offs to tight ends. You're going to see him, running for his life because he doesn't make the reads like Ben Roethlisberger does. So you're going to see a lot more passes to tight ends and running backs. And that's where Jesse James benefits, because especially if you're in a PPR, he might get you a lot of catches this week. And if you're in a standard, he might get you some good, good yardage. He might get you a touchdown or two, depending on what New England does. Defenses. I have New York Giants, the Houston Texans, and the Cincinnati Bengals, and I'll talk about the Giants. They're playing LA Rams in London, so it's a neutral site, so it's not at LA. So, you know, the Giants have been playing pretty solid defense, and now that Odell Beckham is starting to come on, well, the last game at least he's coming on, you know, maybe the Giants can do something on offense, hold the ball a little bit more, but then give that defense a rest. And the secondary's played pretty solid. And the Rams, minus last week when Case Keenum actually had 3 touchdowns and a touchdown run. I mean, he was one of the top fantasy quarterbacks last week. But can they do that 2 weeks in a row? I don't know. The Rams offense has been pretty much, you know, inept most of the year. And I don't see them being able to do it against a pretty good, solid Giants defense that's actually played very well this year. That does it for the the sleepers for week 7. Please leave your comments in the comment section. Don't forget to ask me any questions if you have any. If I left any players out, obviously I did, because there's tons of players in the NFL that are playing this week, and I can't talk about all of them. But if I left out a player that you like, let me know who he is. Let me know what I think of him, and I'll try to hit you up, or just ask, you know, everyone. And trust me, there's a lot of people out there that have been answering questions and comments, and I gotta say, good job, guys. Good job of helping each other out. Like I said, we're all a fantasy football family. We all help each other out here, and hopefully, you know, we win some fantasy titles. I mean, we can't win them all. I mean, it's fantasy football. We can't win every game. You know, it's possible. It has happened. I went 15-1 one year and actually won a championship. That was pretty solid. I've never gone 15-1 and won a championship before, but it happens. It happens. So help each other out and keep it going. All right. So best of luck to you this week, and stay tuned for tomorrow. The DraftKings show will be on tomorrow. Hopefully I can do that pretty well. I'm not great at DraftKings. For some reason, I've only played it for a year and a half, so I'm still learning the ins and outs of DraftKings. I only play like certain games and stuff like that, and I'm really, because it costs money, you know, it costs, you know, even if it's a quarter, I don't want to pay it. I'm cheap. I don't, you know, I just want to, play little games to try to get here and there. I do it for fun. But I'm still iffy when it comes to money on DraftKings. I don't take it so seriously. I know there's a lot of people out there that take this so seriously, fantasy football, but I do this for fun. I do this for hobby, and I do this, you know, to try to give some tips, because I've actually won money on DraftKings despite not even despite pretty much being a rookie at it. I've won money, so might as well, you know, try to share some of my, you know, my fantasy lineup, so that maybe that could help somebody, you know, whether it be a person or two to start. Maybe that'll help somebody insert somebody that they're missing, that they might, you know, have to put them over the edge to win some big money. Who knows? I don't know. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. JT Magnum out. Peace.